Alright guys, I know I said in my last video that I wasn't going to show you how to bleed the system of a slave cylinder for a clutch, but I changed my mind, so here we go. Pretty much it's a simple process. I got the new slave cylinder in. It's all connected here. And what we're going to do is we are going to just add the fluid in here. And pretty much how a slave cylinder in conjunction with a master cylinder, how it works is that it's just kind of like a brake system. It needs fluid to push one component on one side to another. So it's just kind of like a hydraulic system or whatever. But we need to bleed it out. And what I mean by bleeding out the system is we need to get all the air out of there. Because as you know, air's got space in between and it will compress. With fluid, it won't compress. So the performance of that, it's just going to be lacking. So, I mean, if you have a little bit of air in there, you can tell the difference. It's pretty much important for a clutch to have no air in there. I mean, because we just need to have as much force to push that clutch finger as far out so it can be disengaged. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. So all you do is you grab, this is, I can't even see it, the manual clutch fluid. Whatnot. So we just kind of open that up and get that all squared away, just like that. And we're just going to add it in there. So right now, and actually before I even do that, the first thing you want to do before you even add it is you got to get this prepped up. As you see, there's a line coming all the way to the top here. This is just a hollow tube, and this is where we connect it to the valve on the slave cylinder. This is basically the bypass or the release valve or whatever, and the line that's connected to the actual master cylinder. So when we add the fluid in here, it's going to go through the master cylinder and it's going to go past the line into the slave cylinder, pretty much in there. This valve is just kind of like a bypass to get all the air out. So it allows you can actually drain the fluid through this valve. It's just basically just to open up just to drain it. But you use this to actually bleed it as well. So there's a little notch here in the end that you connect, kind of an empty tube that I got. And you want to make this tube vertical, so because air always rises. So when we add it in there, there's going to, because I'm already pouring fluid in there, so I'm pushing air in there. So what's going to happen is it's going to pass through here and it's going to go back up through there. And then once we get it all in there, I have to start pumping the clutch pedal to get all the remaining air out. So here we go. Just kind of pour that in there, and you can kind of hear that. So you just give it some time, let it kind of go in there. If it's not going down, all you got to do is just go to the clutch pedal. Down here. And just push it, maybe just 2 times, 3 times, whatever. That'll just act as a vacuum and pushing all that out. And as you can see, it's going in there pretty smoothly. We just got to pump it some more. So that's pretty much the process that we have to do. I'm going to pump it some more again. I'm going to show you. Do it one more time. Alright, so as you can see, it's actually going in there slowly, but it's working. So that process takes a while. We got to get all the fluid in there, and then from there we can start connecting it all together and get the see if the clutch engages or disengages. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. This is just going to be a process, but this is pretty much the gist of it. Add the fluid in there, start pumping the pedal, let the fluid travel through the tubes, and try to get as much air out as you can. Once you get as much air out as you can, you're going to see fluid coming through here, all the bubbles and whatnot. Once you don't see any bubbles inside the fluid, that is an indication that it is completely bled out. So all you have to do is just take this right here and just start tightening it. And once you tighten it up, take the tube out and you've bleeded the system.